have it, is that if you want to pull the lab out, there's two things you have to do. One, in the lab, you just go to CloudFormation and you can actually just grab the CloudFormation stack, which by the way, is going to be the QLS thing listed right here. Now I actually have the file, so I'm actually going to post it into your Basecamp. So you'll have access to the file in case you didn't grab it, which is totally fine. But this is the actual like configuration file that was used to set up your entire lab environment. If you look at it, by the way, it downloads a bunch of files, like all the notebook files, including some of the CSVs. Just know that there's really two additional things that have to happen. Is that once you have this file, you can actually go to CloudFormation, say create a stack, and then basically you can upload a template file and you just choose the file that you want to use. And then that will be where you load up the CloudFormation file. You don't have to change anything else about it other than just loading up this file, clicking next, and it will go to town. Where is that file actually? Hold on, because I have it hidden somewhere. Here it is, MLOps Lab 3. Oh, that's right. Forgot. I'm still in the lockdown account, which is why it threw that error. The bottom line is, though, is that this CloudFormation file will then load. You can just take the defaults and it will run. But here's the catch. You have to first, in your own account, go into IAM. And so let me show you this in my actual account so that you can see how I set it up. So if we go into IAM, which is the Identity Access Management System, this is where all the users are. You have to come in here under users and you have to create an AWS student. If you do not create an AWS student user, the CloudFormation that you load to create the lab environments will completely fail. So what you're seeing now is I'm no longer in the Quick Labs account. I'm in my own personal free tier account. I'm in my account. So I'm not in Quick Labs anymore. I'm in my own account. And so I created an AWS student user. And if we go over to SageMaker here, other than me just messing around with ground truth, and we go look at the notebook instances, oddly enough, you'll see that the notebook instances, this one's labeled MLP Lab 4 because I ran this from CloudFormation. So I took the CloudFormation out of the lab, loaded it into my account, my other AWS account, not the Quick Lab account, but my account, and it created everything you needed to actually run all the labs.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, so that's how that happens. Now, the other catch is that you have to create your own AWS student. And by the way, it didn't really have to have any permissions. It just needs to be there because it's just looking for it. And you could go into the CloudFormation and parse that out if you want to, but who wants, like, other than me, which I would gladly do that, I wouldn't ask you to do that. The other thing is that make sure you're in Oregon. If you run this in any other location other than Oregon, you won't get access to the buckets, and so the data won't load properly. I don't know why that is. Oregon and Virginia seem to be the two places where new services are released. So when you run this CloudFormation script, you need to run it in Oregon so it can create the resources in Oregon, right? So just keep that in mind. Okay, so I'm recording this, so now you have the video. I'm going to put the CloudFormation file out there. I'll actually put a direct link to the video on your Basecamp as well, so in case you want to grab it. And so that will give you the ability to take this lab and just run it in any account at any time.
Michael, how did you download that CloudFormation?
So inside Quick Lab, I actually went over to CloudFormation. And what you actually do is, like, if we go to stacks here, you actually want to come over to the template tab inside the CloudFormation. And what you're going to do is you're going to copy this whole thing.
Oh, I got it. Okay.
You're going to copy it out because it won't let you download it, right?
Yeah, because I couldn't find that download option. That's why. Okay.
Yeah, thank you for asking. Yeah, you got to come in here, copy it out, and then I just stuck it in, like, Visual VS Code or Sublime, and then you can just save the file at that point in time. But you got to copy it from that template tab out of the CloudFormation.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Yeah, so thank you for asking, Tiffany, because I meant to, it's in one of the recordings, but I didn't actually say anything about it. So
Well, thank you.